Now I want to start with one sum on partnership retirement. Observe the sum on the screen. First I will read the sum and explain to you, then I shall solve the sum. X, Y and Z are partners sharing profit loss in the capital proportion. Capital proportion 60,000, 90,000, 60,000. 32s are 60, 33s are 90, 32s are 60. So 2:3:2 is the profit sharing ratio, and capital ratio is 2:3:2. And they have agreed to share the profits and losses in the capital proportion. What is capital proportion? 2:3:2. So their profit sharing ratio is 2:3:2. Notice it. The balance sheet of their firm as on 31st of December 2003 is as under. On asset side you are given plant and machinery, land and building, stock, debtors, cash and bank balance. On liability side, sundry creditors, capital of XYZ is given to you. Z has decided to take retirement from 31st of December 2003, same date, and the remaining partners have continued the business. On the same day, assets and liabilities are revalued as follows. So you are given the details of adjustments required to be taken care of at the time of retirement of Z. First adjustment, provide 10% depreciation on plant and machinery. Plant and machinery 90,000, 10% depreciation thereon. 90,000 into 10%, 9,000. Depreciation to be provided. Revaluation account debit 9,000. Plant and machinery account credit 9,000. Plant and machinery will appear at 81,000 in our balance sheet after retirement. Increase the value of land and building by 20%. Land and building are 60,000, 20% thereof. 60,000 into 20%, 12,000. 12,000 is the increase in the value of land and building. That 12,000 is credited to revaluation account, and building, land and building will appear at 72,000 in the balance sheet. Closing stock is valued at 25,000, stock is 30,000. Book value 30,000, valuation made 25,000. 5,000 decline in value of stock, debited to revaluation account. Stock gets reported at 25,000 on the face of balance sheet, that's on asset side. Provide 10% bad debt reserve on debtors. Debtors are 30,000. 30,000 into 10%, 3,000 bad debt reserve to be provided. Revaluation account debit to bad debt reserve account credit. Revaluation account is debited with 3,000. Income which is accrued but not received and not recorded in the book 7,000. So income receivable unrecorded. Income receivable is an asset. So 7,000 will appear on the balance sheet asset side, and this being income credited to revaluation account. Firm's goodwill valued at 70,000. Z share in goodwill is to be directly recorded in the capital accounts of X and Y. So in balance sheet there is no goodwill. Valuation made is 70,000. Z share in goodwill, how much? 2:3:2. So 2 by 7. 70,000 into 2 by 7. That is Z share 20,000. That is to be adjusted to the capital accounts of the partner. So X and Y will pay 20,000 to Z in which ratio? Gain ratio. We will work out the gain ratio. The total capital of the new firm remained as it was before retirement. So what was the total capital? 2,10,000. That should remain even after retirement. So capital after retirement should be 2,10,000, and that is required to be contributed by continuing partners, that is X and Y. So total capital of the new firm will remain as it was before retirement, and this will be in the new profit sharing ratio. New profit and loss sharing ratio is 1:1. So what was the capital before retirement? 2,10,000. What the capital they intend to maintain after retirement? 2,10,000. In which proportion? In the profit sharing ratio. What is the new profit sharing ratio? 1:1. So 1,05,000 is the capital X wants to maintain, and Y wants to maintain a capital of 1,05,000 after retirement of Z. So they want to keep up a capital of 1,05,000 each For them, whatever the cash is required to be brought, they will bring, and the entry will be recorded for that will be cash account debit to X capital account, cash account debit to Y's capital account. Now, after explaining all these details, let me start with, first of all, working note about goodwill adjustment, profit sharing ratio, new share in profit, etc. Observe it. X, Y, Z are the partners sharing profits and losses in the capital proportion. What's the capital proportion as I told to you? 2:3:2. Z decided to retire, so Z retired. So who are the continuing partner? X and Y. What is the new profit sharing ratio of X and Y? 1:1. Now I want to find out the gain ratio. You are given the old ratio, you are given the new ratio. What is the formula for share gain? Share gain is equal to new share in profit minus old share in profit. What is the new share in profit of X? 1/2. What was the old share in profit? 3/7. So 1/2 minus 3/7 is the share gained by X. Similarly, 1/2 minus 2/7 is the share gained by X, and 1/2 minus 3/7 is the share gained by Y. Let us work it out. So here X, 1/2 minus 2/7. So 7 1s are 7 minus 2 2s are 4, 7 minus 4. 3/14 is the share gained by X. Let us work out the share gained by Y. 1/2 minus 3/7. 7 1s are 7 minus 3 2s are 6. 1/14. Gain ratio is 3:1. Now, you are given the old ratio, you are given the new ratio, we have worked out the gain ratio. Goodwill is to be adjusted to the capital accounts of the partners. So, as I told to you, Z is retiring. What is his share in profit? 2/7. What is the total value of goodwill? 70,000. 70,000 into 2/7. 20,000 goodwill will be received by Z on his retirement. Now, that 20,000 will be paid by whom? X and Y. In which proportion? New profit sharing ratio 1:1? No, in a gain ratio that we have worked out. And the gain ratio is 3:1. So 20,000 will be paid by X and Y in the ratio of 3:1. That's an important point that you should notice. Now observe. Share of Z in goodwill. 70,000 into 2/7, 20,000. That will be paid in the gain ratio 3:1. So how much X will pay? X will pay 20,000 into 3/4, 15,000. X pays. And Y pays 20,000 into 1/4, 5,000 is paid by Y. Now partner who pays, their capital account is debited. The partner who gets, his capital account is to be credited. So here journal entry is X capital account debit 15,000, Y's capital account debit 5,000, to Z's capital account debit 20,000. This is how the goodwill adjustment entry to capital account gets recorded, and I will consider this entry while solving the sum. Now next. Now I will to start with the sum. So first of all I will prepare ledger accounts. Revaluation account, cash account, partners capital account, XYZ. This is the balance sheet after retirement. First of all, I will start with revaluation adjustments. Provide 10% depreciation on plant and machinery. Plant and machinery 90,000, 10% thereof 9,000. 81,000 is shown in the balance sheet asset side, and 9,000 decline in value of plant by way of depreciation debited to revaluation account. So revaluation account is debited with 9,000, and in balance sheet asset will appear at a value of 81,000. Next, increase the value of land and building by 20%. Look at the note. Building 60,000, 20% thereof 12,000. New value of land and building is 72,000, that will appear in the balance sheet. And increase in value of land and building that will appear to the credit side of revaluation account. So revaluation account is credited with 12,000 and land and building account is debited with 12,000. So land and building appears in the balance sheet at 72,000. Next. Closing stock is valued at 25,000. Stock given to you is 30,000. Valuation made 25,000, 5,000 decrease. Stock appears in the balance sheet at 25,000 and decrease in value of stock debited to revaluation account 5,000. Journal entry for that is revaluation account debit to stock account credit 5,000. Next. Provide 10% bad debt reserve. Debtors are 30,000, 10% there of 3,000. Deducted from debtors and debtors appear in the balance sheet at 27,000. Provision for bad debt reserve debited to revaluation account 3,000. So journal entry revaluation account debit 3,000 to bad debt reserve account debit 3,000 and bad debt reserve are deducted from the value of debtors on the face of balance sheet, that is on the asset side of the balance sheet. Now next point, income which is accrued not received. So income receivable is an asset that appears on the balance sheet asset side 5,000 and this being income credited to revaluation account. Observe it. Outstanding income appears on the balance sheet asset side. Income credited to revaluation account. So income receivable account debit to revaluation account credit, that's a journal entry. Now consider the remaining details of balance sheet. Creditors 30,000 appears in the new balance sheet. Capital of X 60,000, balance brought forward. Capital of Y 90,000, balance brought forward. And capital of Z 60,000, balance brought forward. Cash and bank, balance brought forward 30,000. This is how all the details of balance sheet, remaining details of balance sheet are taken care of. Now I want to close revaluation account. 12 plus 5, 17,000. 9 plus 5 plus 3, 17,000. So total of credit side and total of debit side agrees. That is 70,000. So there is no profit or loss in revaluation account. Had there been any profit or loss, that gets distributed in the old profit sharing ratio amongst the partners. If it is profit, credited to capital account. If it is loss, debited to capital account. But in this sum, there is neither profit nor loss and revaluation account is closed or gains balances with the losses. Now next, consider the goodwill adjustment. This I have already explained to you. What is the journal entry for goodwill? X capital account debit 15,000 to Z's capital account. Y's capital account debit 5,000 to Z's capital account. So what's the entry? X capital account debit 15,000, Y's capital account debit 5,000 to Z's capital account credit 20,000. This I have already explained to you initially. Now consider the capital adjustment, very important. All dues of Z are paid in cash. 60 plus 15 plus 5, 80,000 is to be paid to Z. Z is paid, Z's capital account debit to cash account. Cash account is credited with 80,000. Notice that. Balance is 30,000. How can we pay 80,000? We cannot pay. But we know that X and Y are going to bring cash to maintain their capital in equal proportion, that is 1,05,000 each. And from that cash brought, it will be paid 80,000. Now observe. The total capital of the new firm would remain as it was before. It was before how much? 2,10,000. That 2,10,000 is a capital to be maintained. And this will be in the new profit sharing ratio. And new profit sharing ratio is 1:1. So here, total capital 2,10,000 is to be maintained in a new profit sharing ratio. So 2,10,000 to 1/2 into 1/2. 1,05,000 is the capital required to be maintained. That is a required capital. That required capital will be compared with the existing capital, and on comparison we shall find out the amount to be brought by each partner to maintain this much of capital. Notice it. Capital in profit sharing ratio required 1,05,000, 1,05,000. Existing capital of X, total of credit 60,000, that of Y 90,000. This is not X limited and Y limited, X and Y. But observe that even two limited companies can also become a partner in a partnership firm. Here I should write not X limited and Y limited, I should write X and Y. Total of credit 15,000 and 5,000. 60 minus 15. This is the existing capital of X. This is the existing capital of Y. Now capital required is 1,05,000. Existing capital is 45,000. So 1,05,000 minus 45,000 is the amount to be brought by X. The capital required to be maintained by Y is 1,05,000. And here his existing capital is 85,000. So 1,05,000 minus 85,000 is the amount to be brought by Y, not Y limited. Notice it. So 60,000 and 20,000 is the amount brought. Cash account debit to X capital account. Cash account debit to Y's capital account. 60 and 20,000. See, I got 80,000 that has been paid. Now, closing balance of X and Y, if you work out, it will be 1,05,000 each. Now, if you total X capital account and Y capital account, the total should agree. Here, total is 1,20,000 and 1,20,000. Here, the total is 1,10,000 and 1,10,000. This is how capital balance is agree. Now, I want to find out the cash balance that will appear on the balance sheet asset side. 1,10,000 minus 80,000, 30,000 is the cash balance. Now, here, just observe an important point. Opening cash balance is 30,000 and closing cash balance is also 30,000. The amount is paid to a retiring partner and the capital maintained by the partners after retirement is same as before. It is because of these two conditions. Here notice that opening cash balance and closing cash balance is same. Now I want to have a total of balance sheet. 2,40,000, 2,40,000 is the total of each side. Asset side total is 2,40,000. Liability side total is also 2,40,000. This is how balance sheet agrees. I think you must have followed this sum. Thanks to all of you.